Welcome back to the Madden 20 franchise as the 4-0 Cincinnati Bengals come to MetLife Stadium to take on the 1-3 New York Giants. This is a Giants team that's coming in with a lot of changes from the offseason, including signing quarterback Teddy Bridgewater from the New Orleans Saints and running back Derrick Henry from the Tennessee Titans. The Cincinnati team has beaten up on teams in their first 4 weeks of the season, but all those games come from Paul Brown Stadium back in Cincinnati. This is their first test on the road, and let's see if Teddy Bridgewater and these New York Giants have anything to do to stop them, as you see Teddy Bridgewater exiting the tunnel for this New York crowd. Last week, the Giants had a big defeat to the Chicago Bears at home, as they had no offense until the fourth quarter. As we look at Joe Mixon's stats from last game, paving their way to a win in overtime against the Jaguars. There's Joe Judge, the new coach for the Giants, who have won the coin toss. Now we'll defer to the second half. So it's Kendall Vildor, the rookie standout corner, back deep to receive, and the Giants are ready to kick off as it's the 11th matchup between these two teams. Cincinnati leads the series 6-4 as we are underway. Vildor from the 7 takes it across the 20, the 30, he breaks a tackle to the 33-yard line, and there comes Joe Burrow, who leads the NFL in passing touchdowns. This drive starts from the 33 as we look at this offense. Joe Mixon, standout, 8 of 9 games, has had 100 yards or more as he gets the outside handoff, makes a great cut, tackled at the 39-yard line. As you see, this Giants defense, not really that good. 2nd and 4. They got torn up by the Bears. Burrow in traffic. Mixon almost makes a circus catch, and it falls incomplete. 3rd and 4. This Bengals offense horrible on 3rd down. Bottom half of the league, converting around 30%. Completes it to Safarian Jenkins, who's dragged down inside Giants territory with a flag down. They'll add 15 more, and they end that run. Moving on to another play, 2nd and 8. Burrow is dropped at the 43 by Brashad Breeland, corner from Kansas City. And it's now 3rd and 20, where Burrow has an unblocked defender, and he's dropped back in Cincinnati territory by Nigel Bradham. The Bengals will have to punt, and here comes Teddy Bridgewater, the free agent from New Orleans, looking to lead this offense. As we look at this Giants offense, Derrick Henry, another big free agent signing. Saquon Barkley is in for this first snap. 1st and 10. Bridgewater under pressure to the sideline, incomplete for Sterling Shepard. So we look at the Cincinnati defense. Geno Atkins leads the league in sacks. Isaiah Simmons leads the league in tackles. And underneath, the Golden Tate goes nowhere. Tackle on the play by Simmons. 3rd and 10. This Giants offense also not that good against on 3rd downs, especially 3rd and longs. Golden Tate in motion inside the formation. Play fake to Barkley, and Bridgewater under pressure and drop for the sack. Kendall Fuller, who had his 2nd career sack last week, gets one in the opening drive, and the Giants will go 3 and out. John Ross, who's an electric punt returner, sets up from around the 42. He cuts it outside. Now Juke's inside. He's got space. He's got the speed. Can he get a block? He will. Cincinnati's on the board first as John Ross gets his 1st career punt return touchdown here at MetLife Stadium. Here's the celebration. 57 yards on the return for this touchdown to put the Bengals up 7-0. Giants next position, 3rd and 6. Golden Tate to the 40 to convert. 2 plays later, it's a 2nd and 5, and Barkley breaking off contact. He's still going. He's going to have a first down. Stumbles, luckily for the Bengals, only to the 44. He could have had a touchdown. Now on a 3rd and 6. Bridgewater's going to check it down to Barkley. He's been a big part of this offense already. Inside the 25, breaks the tackle. Tackled at the 20 by Isaiah Simmons. 2nd and 5. Bridgewater underneath to Henry, who breaks contact. It looks like he's going to lose 5 hours to the line of scrimmage. Might even gain a yard. It's a 3rd and 5 for Bridgewater. Cincinnati sends the house. It's picked up beautifully. Bridgewater to the end zone. Knocked away by William Jackson. And the Giants will settle for 3. Ensuing Giant for the Bengals. Burrow rolling out. He's looking to throw, and he's got a great throw to Boyd on the run. Connolly for the Giants is now injured. 3rd and 10 for the Bengals 2 plays later. Burrow has time over the middle, low and caught. Giant territory for Tyler Boyd. 1st and 10 for Burrow. Under pressure and drop for the sack at midfield by Dexter Lawrence, the first-round pick from a year ago. 2nd and 17 for Burrow, who play fakes over the middle, wide open. Humphries, he's got a first down to the 31-yard line. 1st and 10 as this first quarter is coming to a close quickly. This Jenkins has got another first down. Second quarter now on a 3rd and 9. Burrow on a bootleg. Has to roll and fire on the move inside the 5 to Austin Severian Jenkins to the 2-yard line. 1st and goal. Handoff to Mixon on the outside. One man to beat. He beats him for the Cincinnati touchdown. And that's his 5th on the season. Puts up 14-3 for Cincinnati as Bridgewater in traffic caught. I do have to apologize. We do have some issues. Some of the file got corrupted, so I might see some skipping around as Henry got that 3rd down and 3. And just some choppiness and just skipping plays. As on the outside. Great catch by Sterling Shepard. It's now a 3rd and goal for Bridgewater, who has to quickly unload it. Wide open Ingram. He's going to score for the New York touchdown. And that closes the gap to 4. Now Burrow on 1st and 10 is going to check it down to Boyd, who makes a move across the 40. Stiff arms to the 40-60-yard line. It's next play here. Burrow rolling on the move. No one's open. He's going to throw it on the run to Boyd, who makes a great catch. Now it's a run to Mixon inside the 25, and he's got just enough for another first down. 2nd and 6. Burrow has time to the end zone. It's caught by Boyd for a touchdown. What a throw by Burrow against cover 3. You shouldn't really throw that post there, but he made the throw perfectly on traffic. It's a 4th and 3. Giants do nothing, and it's John Ross from the 2. He had a punt return in the first punt of the game. Now he cuts it outside across the 25, 30 to the 40, where he's dragged down at the 41. Now the 2-minute drill for Bridgewater, who has to unload it under pressure. And it is intercepted by Vildor. It's his 2nd pick of the season, if it stands, but there is a flag down as he's tackled. And he tried to pitch it, and it went forward. So Bengals lost the yardage, and they'll get nothing. As Henry at the start the second half, look at Henry go inside the 40 and tackled at the 32-yard line. Giants wasting 0 time getting on the board. It's a 3rd and 12. Checks it down, incomplete for Evan Ingram. It's 21-13 now. Burrow is going to play fake under quick pressure and drop for the sack. Martin there for his 2nd sack of the game. It'll be 2nd and 19. Well, they'll do nothing on this drive, so Giants get the football right back, and it's Bridgewater. Over the middle, it's caught by Ingram. He's had a big game to start this first half. 2nd and goal. It's who else but Ingram. Lowers his shoulder. He's in. 10-yard score. Touchdown, New York. On the 2-point attempt, it is. New York Henry goes nowhere. It's 21-19. Now Mixon trying to get something going. He jukes inside Giants territory to the 48. He's at 61 yards already. 1st and 10 for Burrow. He's got the time over the middle, dangerous, and caught by Boyd to the 29. 1st and 10, next play. Burrow has time, goes to the end zone. Humphries, one uncovered. He caught it for the Cincinnati touchdown. His 1st of the season, his 3rd on the season, 1st of the game. Giants next possession, a 3rd and 3. Henry is stuffed after a 2-yard game. 2nd and 12 on the ensuing drive for Burrow. He's got time, runs into his own lineman, running around, fires a deep. He's got a man wide open. It's Boyd who has to jump for it. And because of that, he's tackled inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. And it sets up this 3rd and goal. Burrow is dropped back at the 10 by Brumley. Cincinnati adds another 3. It's 31-19. Final minute of the quarter. He's got Golden Tate to the 40 of Cincinnati. Now on 3rd and 1, the delay to Henry. He breaks an Isaiah Simmons tackle. He hasn't missed many of those, and he's at the 25. 1st and 10. rolling around and dropped for the sack. Geno Atkins leads the NFL in sacks on the season. Gets another there. That's his 10th. 2nd and 21. Quickly outside. Intercepted by Fuller. And the Bengals get the ball right back on a Teddy Bridgewater turnover. They'll start the drive with a handoff to Mixon outside. They love fighting. It's a 3rd and 8, actually. He's tackled at the 45. Most Madden 20 call of the year for you right there. A 3rd and 8. Little stretch run there. Now on 32, they bring in Marshawn Lynch, who couldn't get the first down. So it's on 4th and 1. Sellers, he's got a first down with a gain of 4. It's 2 plays later, it's Mixon up the middle. He's got space. He jukes inside. He breaks tackles to the 14. He's over 100 yards again. 9 of 10 games he's had 100-yard games. Next play, Burrow, quickly. Austin Seferian-Jenkins, he is down at the 1. Sellers up in the middle, he loses the football. It's picked up by the Giants at the 5. Jimenez picks up the fumble, and Cincinnati can't cash in. Now it's on a 2nd and 8 to Bridgewater to Golden State to the 25, and the Giants are driving. Under 6 minutes to go, it is intercepted again. This time it's Clayton. Getting the picks going. Teddy has thrown 3 interceptions today. Giants get the ball right back though with 3 minutes to go. Oh, under pressure, breaks a second, can't get away again. Carlos Dunlap and Geno Atkins get in on the sack. And that's a 4th and 1. They'll hand it off to Henry. And there he goes, busting off contact like he does so well. He's got a first down. Quickly to the line on the 3rd and 6 now. Under pressure and drop. Giants are going to call a timeout. It was Geno Atkins yet again. 4th and 14. For the game. Oh, underneath and incomplete. As pressure was applied by Geno Atkins. Now the Bengals on a 3rd and 2. This will end the game. Luke Sellers, who had the fumble, will end the game for the Bengals. They'll win 34-19 here at MetLife. They move to a 5-0 record. I think this played decently well. I mean, some stuff just, I feel like we're dominating a little too well. But, I mean, it was Teddy Bridgewater and the Giants. I'm not too shocked. What I am shocked about is how low our 3rd down conversion rate is. It's really bad. And we're still taking tons of sacks. Burrow had been sacked 6 times today, which, if we're going to be keeping him healthy, we have to protect him better, which is why I've been scouting guards and offensive linemen. We have one hole on this offensive line. If we patch it, it will be good as we look at the stats from around the game. I think we're good. I mean, our first 5 matchups are really easy. We have our bye, which is an unfortunate time considering we have a ton of momentum going into next week. We're 5-0 and dominating every game. You'd prefer the bye to be after next week, or week 7, I should say. But we dealt the hand. We're going to play the hand we dealt with. It's whatever. We are facing the Ravens next week, week 7 when we play next, which is concerning. It's going to be a Thursday night game. So we'll have to keep our eyes on it. Well, moving on to team activities, we got to start with contract negotiations. We've added a new man to the table list, Sean Williams. We'll wait on him. We're going to see what safeties are available to pick up in the draft and free agency. He's had a decent season. He's had pass defense. But we have withdrawn negotiations from Carl Lawson, who's had 3 sacks on the season so far. I just think we have Sam Hubbard and Carlos Dunlap, both with superstar development. I think we can just shift one of those 2 over, and we'll just be fine without Carl Lawson. Again, we're waiting on Joe Mixon. He's a running back. Next up is this draft board. We added 1 prospect. One impressed me is safety Anthony Jackson from Southern Illinois. He is 6'2", 222 pounds. He's a 5th-round projection. 2nd-round true talent. B pursuit, B hit power, and B minus awareness. I think he's going to be a great player. And why I tabled the negotiations with Sean Williams, because I think we can get him late and have an instant starter, and maybe an upgrade in the future. As for upgrades, you can see him right there. Burrow with up to a 76 overall field general with +1 awareness, +2 throw accuracy medium. Natane Muti, the guard we selected late in the draft, has an upgrade to run block finesse and +2 to pass block finesse. Alex Erickson, our fourth receiver, gets a slot upgrade, +1s in deep route running speed, +2 medium route running, short route running. We might want to put him back on returns if he's getting the speed upgrades. Billy Harrison, the rookie linebacker who hasn't had that much playing time, gets a field general upgrade with +1s in play rec, zone coverage, and +2 in tackling. Finally, Isaiah Prince, the left tackle who hasn't seen any field, gets a +1 in pass block and +2 to pass block finesse. Only a 60 overall. Moving on to scores across the league. On Thursday Night Football, the Steelers upset the Texans at Texas. The Redskins fall to the Eagles 10-19. The Packers are finally getting back on track at Carolina. The Vikings fall to the winless Buccaneers pretty heavily by 16-point margin. The Jaguars take care of business at home against the Dolphins. The Lions lose to the Falcons. The Ravens destroy the Browns. The Colts edge out the Titans. The Jets fall to the Cardinals. The Chargers and Raiders tie at 13-all, which is huge for the AFC West. The Broncos fall heavily to the Bills. And finally, the Niners dismantle the Cowboys on Sunday Night Football. And to end it, it's Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks go on a huge game-winning drive to come back against the LA Rams, who were previously undefeated, 23-22. And now to the standings. Bills are 4-0. The Patriots are 3-1, who just had their bye. Jets are 1-4. The Dolphins have yet to win a game. In the North, we're 5-0. The Ravens have just beaten the Browns, so they're 4-1. The Browns are 3-2, and the Steelers are 2-2. In the South, there is a three-way tie for first place. The Texans currently own that tiebreaker. They have a 3-2 record, along with the Jaguars and Colts. Titans have yet to win a game. In the West, you can tell me this kind of Madden, whatever this is. The Chargers are at the top, which is fine, with a 3-1-1 record. However, the Broncos are second. They have a 2-3 record. The Chiefs are third with a 2-2 record. Now, last time I checked, a 2-2 record is better than a 2-3 record, so your guess is as good as mine as why the Broncos are in second. The Raiders are 1-3-1 and fourth place. NFC East, the Cowboys are 3-2, losing that last week. The Redskins are 2-3. The Giants and Eagles are tied at 1-4. The Giants currently own the tiebreaker. In the North, the Lions are 3-2. The Bears just had their bye week and are 2-2, and are rightfully above the Packers, who are 2-3. The Vikings have fallen off heavily, and they are 1-4. In the South, the Panthers dealt their first loss, so they were 4-1. The Saints had their bye, so they're still 3-1. The Falcons are 1-4, and the Buccaneers finally get their first win of the season. Are tied with the Falcons. The Falcons own the tiebreaker with a head-to-head. And finally, in the West, the Rams are 4-1. There's a two-way tie between the Seahawks and 49ers. Seahawks owning the tiebreaker with a 3-2 record. Cardinals are 2-3 in last place, but very much in the NFC West race. Offensive Player of the Week for the AFC, it is Lamar Jackson. 28 for 33, 293 yards, and a 4 passing touchdown game. It's a passer rating of 143.2, and it's a rare negative rushing yard experience for Lamar. In the NFC, it is Matthew Stafford, 32 of 42, 329 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. That's him a passer rating of 112.1. He also lost a yard in his win against Atlanta. Defensive Player of the Week for the AFC, it is Henry Anderson, ranked up 8 tackles, 1 for loss, and 4 sacks, along with a forced fumble in his losing effort to the Arizona Cardinals. In the NFC, it is Vita Vea, the interior defensive lineman for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He has ranked up 5 tackles, oddly enough, 0 for a loss, but had 3 sacks in his big helping for the victory against Minnesota. Moving on to the leaders, starting with passing leaders, Jacoby Brissett closing in on 2,000 passing yards, Burrow with 14 touchdowns, and Lamar moving into first place in the quarterback rating race with 126.7. Rushing leaders, it is Joe Mixon with 568 yards, 5 touchdowns, and 7.4 yards per carry. For the receiving yards, it is T.Y. Hilton with 489, and with touchdowns, he has 5. Receptions is led by Jordan Reed, the tight end, with 36. Defensive leaders is the same as it has been for the past year and a half. It is Isaiah Simmons with 65 tackles, Geno Atkins with 12 sacks, and Desmond Trufant with 2 interceptions. Moving on to next week on the Thursday night football, we have heated divisional action as the Houston Texans look to get revenge against the Colts at home on Thursday night football. Moving on to the Sunday slate of games, it's more divisional actions as the Dolphins head to New Era Field to take on the Bills. The Giants will look to bounce back against a 1-4 Buccaneers team. The Cowboys are looking to bounce back against the Falcons. The Cardinals are looking to continue their winning streak against the Lions. The Patriots are caught and coming off their bye, trying to face the Jets in more heated divisional action. The Panthers are looking to avenge their loss against the Minnesota Vikings, who seem to be crumbling in front of our eyes. The Bears are coming off their bye and hosting the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Chargers are looking to avenge the tie, facing a Chiefs team who has just come off a bye. The Steelers looking to continue their momentum against the Browns team. They're on their heels after a loss to Baltimore. The Ravens are going to continue their winning streak against the Titans, or at least looking for it. The Raiders are looking to gain momentum against the Broncos, who are reeling on the loss to Buffalo. And on Sunday Night Football, it is game of the year possibly as the Niners head to Seattle to face the Seahawks. And on Monday Night Football, it is a Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers showdown for the ages as the Saints head to Lambeau Field to face the Packers. We, along with the LA Rams, Philadelphia Eagles, and Washington Redskins, are on a bye. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to keep sliders all the same. We're going to have a short little mini episode with the bye week. It's just going to come out probably this Sunday. I've had finals week, so it's a little slow uploading. I hope you understand. And I'll see you guys next time in Bengals Franchise.